Hi, friends. It is 4 p.m. on Thursday, December 3rd. I'm going to move this back because you're really close. I hope everyone is doing well. I apologize. It's actually like 4:01 maybe. I was just on a phone call. So I am going to do as I normally do and get this shared over to the other side. It's Thursday and it is the first Thursday of December, which is just a awesome month, and we're super excited about this month. Share. Nope, nope, nope. Yeah, perfect. And today we are going to talk about making house hunting as easy as binge watching Netflix. So I know, especially this year, there's been a lot of Netflix watching, and there's a chance that we all may be doing some Netflix watching soon. And then also just as in general, as you know, we are spending a little bit more time at home with the holidays, we'll be watching Netflix a little bit more as well. So I wanted to sort of incorporate buyers, house hunting, and Netflix. So, you know, and I have it all the time, you know, when you struggle to find like what's the perfect thing to watch on Netflix, and you're going through everything and it's just so overwhelming, you can't find the right show and you feel like you keep clicking on things and then you get like a minute and you're like, this is dumb, and you go to something else. The same thing happens when it comes to house hunting and people get super frustrated. So instead of digging through all of those websites and constantly getting refresh to make sure that you're, you know, not missing the house and you find the right one and just, you know, being overwhelmed, I'm going to make it easier. I'll give you a couple steps. So how to make it as easy as binge watching. You know, my step on Netflix binge watching, by the way, is just to get on Facebook and say, what do I have to watch? And then go to the friends that you trust. Step one would be find your home style genre. Like what, and this is not 3 bedrooms, 2 baths. This is beyond that. We are talking about really looking at a house. What kind of home features are important to you? Is it, do you want a living room where you can have a big white Christmas tree? Do you want outdoor deck space? You want outdoor living space? Is a garage where you can have like a workshop, is that important to you? Is a spa-like master bathroom important to you? Like what are the things beyond just the stats of a house? What's important to you? Then think about the words that describe your ideal home. Do you want something that's cozy and comfortable, or do you want something that's luxurious? I say sterile when I think of that, but because I'm thinking of like just white and like, not my style. Sorry, even though my kitchen counters are white. But just luxurious and more open. So what are those features? And then by thinking, you're gonna hear the jets because they always start right when I start. But by thinking outside of the box about the lifestyle a little bit more, you're gonna start to sort of paint that house that you want, and come up with sort of that avatar of that house that you want in your brain. So now step 2 is what's trending. So just like how on Netflix has a what's trending for you, or what's trending and goes through like all the top picks, you're going to make your own list of what's trending. So when it comes to what's important in your home, and it may be, you know, a bathtub, or it may be a gas cooking range. It may be a walk-up attic, or a walk-in attic. It may be a walk-in closet versus, you know, a regular closet. So you're going to have certain things that are like deal breakers for you or must-haves for you. And you want to come up with that whole list. And then review that list and see if there's any themes or any details to pinpoint really the type of house that you're going to fall in love with. Aside from just 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, or aside from in a certain school district. And because it's also important to understand, you don't want to categorize a house as a buyer. You don't want to categorize a house by a term, because the terminology may be different from what you think of. For example, I had a phone call with someone today, and she said, I don't want to be in a condo. And we were talking through things, and then when I was talking about something, she goes, wait, that's a condo? And I said, yeah. And she goes, no, that's a townhouse. And I said, no, it's a condo. She was thinking of a condo as any place that has people above it and people below it, which is not a condo. I mean, it is, but there's other condos that are sort of townhouse style row houses. We have single family condos here in the beach area that are very common. So you don't want to eliminate things based off of a terminology that you might not be familiar with. Also, my mom will tell you that she had a client years ago, 15 years ago, that I want to say that he said he wanted to see contemporary homes. And he was from out of town. She spent an entire Saturday, and they looked at all these contemporary homes, and he hated every single one of them. And they were driving by a house at the end, and he said, I love that. And it was like a Victorian home. And she said, that's not contemporary. And he was talking about the fact that it had like a porch on it or something. I don't know. It was some like asinine thing that had nothing to do with contemporary versus Victorian. But he had in his mind what one terminology was, and it was completely different than how real estate terminology is. So step 1, step 2. Step 3, now create a home list based on those preferences. So now you've got sort of in your head what your ideal home is, your avatar, if you want to call it. And now get with a real estate agent, get with a realtor, have them set up a search for you on what's available. So you'll see that. And then you can go on those sites if you want to and see if there's stuff that may not be on the MLS, maybe for sale by owners or whatever. And see things that match that sort of ideal avatar. Now look through those and limit it down to 5. You don't want to just look at every 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom house. Like, limit it down to 5. Limit it to 5 that match sort of the best of that avatar that you can. For example, and this is step 4, is the limiting, the previewing the homes. Because your first viewing of a house is really online, right? Going through, looking at the information, looking at the pictures. So let's look and look through the pictures, look through the information, and see if that house, meets that avatar, meets the criteria you want. And maybe you go through and you decide, that your favorites, you decide you wanted outdoor space, you wanted a garage, you need 3 bedrooms, at least 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and you don't want a cookie cutter house. Right? So like that, the builders, when they're building new subdivisions and everything looks the exact same, it's just like a different color, different facade front or whatever. So you take all these houses that you've put into your list and you start looking through them. Well, as you look, let's take out the ones that don't have a garage. Let's take out the ones that only have 1 full bathroom. Let's take out the ones that don't have any outdoor living space, where, the whole footprint is the house, or, it backs up right to a tree line or whatever. And let's limit that list down to your top 5. Once you do that, start there and go look at those 5 houses. And those 5 houses, that's going to be sort of your ideal. Look at them, see if they work. If they don't, that's okay. But now you start to sort of get that picture in your brain. And once you've seen those 5, you're going to see what in them you really like and what in them you don't like. And then you can kind of also go from there as well. And maybe your avatar changes a little bit. But now let's keep watching those search results and seeing, what else pops up. and look at it that way. Watch for new homes to hit the market, just like new releases on Netflix. And if they meet that detail criteria, it might be worth seeing. That way you're eliminating the stress of like, oh, that's my phone. I was gonna say, I don't know where my phone is. Eliminating the stress of, your phone, you get the search results and, oh, there's a new 3-bedroom, 2-bath. We have to go see this house. You haven't even looked at the information. Let's look at the information. Because there's going to be a lot of 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom houses out there, and they're not all going to meet what you want. And there's no reason to waste your time. And there's no reason to waste the seller's time, because they have to prepare their house for a showing as well. So, rather than endlessly scrolling, rather than seeing 97,000 houses, let's figure out what that dream house avatar is. So hopefully that will help you a little bit and stop you from being overwhelmed by the whole scrolling online for houses. And yeah, that's what we're trying to do, is just make house hunting a little bit easier for you. So if you are going to be house hunting in 2021, feel free to drop me a comment below, or ask me a question, send me a DM. Happy to answer them. If you know someone that is, feel free to tag them so that they see this, or have them ask me any questions. Hope everyone is doing well, and have a great and lovely weekend. I know, I'm trying to think, the Shack down at the oceanfront is still having their vendor village happening this weekend. What else is happening? I'm sure there's other things happening. So other holiday things, if you know of any, drop them in here below as well. You know that I love the holidays, so I will be out and about, and we'll see you guys soon. Bye, guys.